We are going to discuss, besides knowledge, what you need to know to clear NDA returns. Because sometimes what happens, though some students which are prepared well, uh, very hard worker, and they not able to clear cutoffs because they don't know the right strategy how to attempt the exam, and they felt pressurized during exam, so that they are not able to perform well. And there are also some students which studied normal, not very good, but they know how to attempt the exam. They got good marks and clear cutoffs. So let's see what you can learn from this video. First, what to do 10 days before the exam. Like there are many doubts, and we have to complete our syllabus or we have to start revising what we have learnt, etc. etc. Second, how to attempt exam, best strategy. Third, time management during exam. Fourth, avoid forming pressure during exam. Fifth, maximize your chances of getting good marks. Sixth, increase your accuracy during exam. Let's first of all discuss what to do 10 days before exam. 10 days before exam, you have to start your revision. You have to revise the syllabus which you had done earlier. Let's say you are last 10 days, you have to study at least 10 hours. For 8 of the 8 hours you are revising your syllabus, and for 2 to 3 hours you are uh, completing your syllabus which you had left some topics. Revise your notes if you had made earlier. Do not pick up a new topic which will consume your too much time and which is lengthy. Revise PYQs, question papers, and try to understand the exam pattern, how you can increase your accuracy. Revise previous year question papers and answer with their answers solutions, and try to understand the exam pattern, how you can increase your accuracy. Sometimes what happens before exam, we preconceives the number of questions that I will attempt above 90 questions in mathematics, or and above 120 in GS. What happens if by chance paper comes difficult? You mark answers just to complete your target, and there you goes wrong, and negative marking reduces your score. I will be discussing this later in this video, how negative marking will reduce your marks, and it is more important to answer with accuracy than number of questions. And at that point of exam we are not able to understood that these questions are going wrong, but later when we came home and after that answer key, we see most of the questions which we just guesswork did went wrong. And then you have to revise current affairs or attend marathon videos at a 2x speed from YouTube or any other platform to save your time if you had not read before. Because many channels post marathons and before 5 to 6 days before NDA exam, that are very helpful. Most of the questions you can get from that marathons. In current affairs, you have to revise and all the military exercises. About 2 to 3 questions are asked from military exercises, and their location of happening date and between which countries, and awards this year Olympic held. There might be a question, one two question from the Olympics, awards, medals, games, sports, and What government schemes launched in the previous 6 months period. Must remember to revise all the military exercises, awards, ceremonies, Olympic medals, and these things are most important. 1 2 days before the exam, you have to only revise all mathematics formulas and English grammar rules. In this last 10 to 12 days, you can give 2 to 3 full mock tests with time limits and at the same timings at which exam is going to held. This will make your brain more active at that time. Sometimes what happens, some students have a habit of sleeping in the afternoon and during GS paper they feel drowsy and their brain feel lazy. Next, let us discuss how to attempt exam. You know already there are 120 questions in mathematics, 300 marks total time. Time you will get for each question per question is 1.25 minutes or 75 seconds. So you have to manage accordingly. In GS, there is always enough time. You don't get a lack short of time. In let's discuss for mathematics first. Let us take an example. If you do dash number of questions in mathematics, 70 number of questions you attempted, out of which 60 are correct, 10 are wrong. Your total score in mathematics will be 141.7. And if you had done 90 questions, out of which 60 are corrected and 30 are wrong, here your total marks will be 125. There is a difference of 16 marks in both. This can make you out of cutoff and in cutoff. But here you wasted more time on these 30 questions. Here your accuracy is good. You only attempted 70 questions out of which 60 are correct and even you are getting good marks. In spite of doing higher number of questions, try to attempt the questions with accuracy. If you let's say if you here attempted 80 questions, then your marks will be around above 150, 160 around. So accuracy is more important than number of attempts. Let's discuss how you have to attempt mathematics paper. You have to attempt mathematics paper in 3 rounds. This strategy I learned from a teacher, Dr. Shard. You have to attempt mathematics paper in 3 rounds. Because what happens is there are some fresher students also, and if they start paper doing from line wise, what happens, they get stuck in 1 2 3 questions which are a little bit difficult or confusing, and time goes. At the end of the 1 hour they are stuck at around 30 to 40 questions. This will increase pressure in their mind, and this pressure does not helps them to solve more questions easily. They will waste more time, and till the end of the exam they are only able to reach at 60 and 70 questions, not more than that. But if you see, after 70 after 70 questions there might be some questions which will take less than few seconds only to answer. There might be questions of probability in the last, but sometimes they are not able to reach to the end of the. To avoid this, what you have to do, you have to attempt the paper in 3 rounds. In first round you have to do only simpler and formula based direct questions which do not require any calculations and which will take only 30 to 45 seconds or even less than that. Like there are some questions of trigonometry formula based, spatial angles based like sine 18 and sine 15, etc., metrics and determinants, complex numbers and sets. There might be some questions from probability also. These questions, around 40 to 50 questions, are easy, formula based, and which can be done with little calculations, and it will take you 1 hour. Besides this, you have to mark answers in your OMR sheet side by side, because what happens at last time, we at the end we have less time and we are in hurry. Sometimes what happens question paper, but while marking on the OMR sheet, it goes misplaced and complete series got wrong, and this will reduces your marks. Side by side mark on the OMR sheet is a good option, and otherwise it will depends upon person to person. And also what you have to do, mark the questions for the second and third round. I will show you this how to mark questions in the example. In second round, at the end of first round, it will take about 1 hour. You are able to do 40 to 50 questions. In second round, you have to do only questions which you had already marked for second round, which require some calculations like sequence and series, P and C, calculus, differentiation, integration, area under curve, quadratic equations, statistics, probability, and with questions which will take around 40 to 60 seconds. It will take you around 1 hour to 1.5 hours, and you are able to do 30 to 40 questions. In this way, in these two rounds, you can easily do 70 to 90 questions with accuracy. That is a good score, 70 to 90 questions if you had done with good accuracy, about 80 to 90% accuracy. You are at a safer zone and a good marks you can score. If you still have time, then you can go for round third. In round third, you have to do questions which you had are in little bit confusion, or not getting idea before, or difficult questions. It will take you around 30 minutes or time you had left, and you are able to do 10 to 20 questions. You can easily attempt 190 to 110 questions in this way. If you are studied well, you are able to attempt around questions. If you are an average student, you can attempt 80 to 90 questions. 70 is also a good score, no, attempt of questions with accuracy, what I had told you earlier. And if you are a topper, and then you can attempt 110 questions. It depends on your safe side. On the benefits of this strategy is that you don't have to. First of all, let me tell you a golden tip. Golden tip is that do not attempt questions about topics which you had not read earlier, or dropped a topic, or in which you are in total confusion, because that will only minus your marks. Now let me give you an example how you can do it on exam. This is this year 2020-21 first paper of ND mathematics. I had cleared it. I had cleared 2 times ND returns, and this is the strategy which I am follow. What happened when I given ND return first time? I am not able to do more than 50 questions. Go behind 50 questions in mathematics. What is the reason behind that? First reason is that I am doing question line wise. Second is that I am doing complete calculations, complete process to find out the answer of the answer. And after 1 hour, I am only at around 30 number of questions, around only 30. And this creates pressure in my mind. And again, after that, I it face very difficulty for me to solve further questions. That's why I had not able to clear the NDA returns. After that, I applied this strategy, and I am able to score good marks. Here, you after you like this question, first question, tan inverse x plus cot inverse x is equal to pi by 2 whole when. This is a simple question. Its answer is, I am in confusion in this answer because of this minus 0 and minus 1. You might be not in confusion. You know answer. I think its answer is A, and you will mark that and mark it here. Tick. Then goes to second question. Here, if tan A is equal to 1 by 7. Then what is close to A? It has a direct formula. 10 close to A is equal to 1 minus 10 square A upon 1 plus 10 square, and this will give you a 24 by 25, and its answer is A, and directly mark it to the OMR sheet side by side and tick here. If you tick here, you don't have to read these questions again and again. Search for which questions you had not done. This question, the sides of a triangle are MN and m square plus n square plus mn. What is the sum of the acute angles of triangles? I think it will take a little bit time. So I marked it for second round and proceeds to next question as soon as possible. The area of triangle ABC with sides A is equal to 10, C is equal to 4 and angle B is equal to 30. Here I made a triangle to understand questions clearly, and using sine ratios, trigonometric ratios, find its height, and using half base into height, find out its area in less than 30 seconds, and take it and proceeds to next question. This type you can do 40 to 50 questions in first round, and that will build confidence and avoid pressure forming, and you can easily solve questions in the next 1.5 hour left. You are at the safer zone if you had done 50 questions with accuracy in only first hour. This will create a confidence in your subconscious mind which will help you to proceed further. Like question number 5, consider the following statements. A is equal to this set and B is equal to this are equivalent. Yes, because they have same number of elements. Second, A is equal to 159 and B is equal to 15599. They are equal. Yes, they are also equal. So both A and 2 is its answer. Meanwhile, mark it on the answer sheet and proceeds to next question. In this way, you can attempt your mathematics paper like this question. Question number 9. Consider the following in respect of complex number Z. This I think it's a little bit confusing for me, so I marked it for third because I have not read a complex number thoroughly, and after second round I will do it question, done this question. In this way you can do your exam. Here after doing question you have to mark its answer on the question paper and then on the answer sheet, and you have to do calculations and near the question on the question paper like this question of probability 95. Let two events A and B be such that P is A, P probability of A is equal to L and probability of B is equal to M. Which one of the following is correct? So I felt in confusion, so I marked it for the third round. In this way you can attempt your mathematics exam and even for GS. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. If you have any doubt, please mention it on the comments and I will surely able to answer your doubt. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching. If you want more videos, you can mention on the comments.